Welcome back to USA Coins 1, the home for real coin lovers, collectors, and treasure hunters. Today, we're diving deep into a little copper-colored coin that many people overlook but might just be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. That's right, we're talking about the legendary 1982 Lincoln cent penny, a small coin with a big story, a huge mystery, and potentially a massive value. Loudspeaker. So if you have old coins lying around or pocket change sitting in a jar, make sure you watch till the end because that old penny could change your life. The year was 1982, a turning point not just in politics and culture, but also in American coinage history. President Ronald Reagan had just taken office, and inflation was affecting every corner of the economy, even the cost of making pennies. For decades, the U.S. Mint had been striking pennies made almost entirely of copper. But in 1982, something changed. The cost of copper rose so much that it became more expensive to make a penny than the coin was worth. So, the U.S. Mint made a major decision. They switched the composition of the penny, backhand index pointing right from 95% copper and 5% zinc, to a cheaper option, a zinc core with just a thin copper coating. And here's the twist: both copper and zinc versions were made in the same year, 1982. That created 7 different varieties of the 1982 penny, and one of them is so rare, so valuable, that collectors have paid over $500,000 just to own one. Scene 2. Types of 1982 pennies. Know what to look for. Plus, different mints struck different versions, both Philadelphia and Denver mints. That means a total of 7 confirmed varieties, and rumors of even rarer unconfirmed ones. But what makes the 1982 penny so important to collectors is the difference between copper and zinc. You see, a copper penny weighs 3.11 grams, while a zinc penny weighs only 2.5 grams. The legend of the 1982 small date copper penny. This is the one that gives collectors goosebumps. The 1982 small date copper penny. For years, experts believed it didn't exist. But in 2016, a coin was officially authenticated by PCGS, a real Denver minted 1982 small date penny made from copper. Only a few examples are known to exist, and in private sales and auctions, these rare coins have sold for more than $18,000. But experts believe the value could reach over $585,000 if a perfect specimen appears in an elite auction. Yes, you heard that right. A 1-cent coin turning into over $500,000. If you find a small date 1982 that weighs around 3.1 grams, do not spend it. Send it to a coin grading company like PCGS or NGC. The rarest ones are usually mint errors, wrong planchet, or coins that somehow escaped the normal minting process. Scene 6. Final thoughts. Don't overlook your change. This tiny copper coin from 1982 is more than just money. It's a piece of American history. It's a symbol of a time when the U.S. Mint made a major change, and in the process, created some of the most collectible coins in the modern era. So next time you see a penny from 1982, don't just toss it aside. Check it. Weigh it. Examine the date, because you never know, you could be holding the next $500,000 penny in the palm of your hand. Who knows, the next great discovery might come from you. Clapperboard. This is USA Coins 1, signing off, where every coin has a story, and every story could be worth a fortune. Today, we're diving deep into a humble little coin that just might be sitting in your pocket, in your piggy bank, or tucked away in an old drawer. 钱袋. Yes, the 1983 Lincoln cent, a coin that could, believe it or not, be worth as much as $585,347. That's right, a single penny turning into a small fortune. But how is that even possible? Why would a coin minted in the millions suddenly be worth more than $500,000? Let's go back in time. The year is 1983. Ronald Reagan is president. Michael Jackson's Thriller tops the charts. And the U.S. Mint is producing billions of coins to fuel a booming economy. But something changed that year. A quiet revolution happened in the world of pennies. For decades, Lincoln cents were made of 95% copper. giving them weight, durability, and a certain richness. But starting in 1982, to cut down on costs, the U.S. Mint changed the composition from copper to zinc, coated with just a thin layer of copper plating. These new coins were lighter and cheaper to produce, and by 1983, this transition was complete. Every penny minted whether in Philadelphia or Denver was supposed to be zinc, but was it? In the world of coin collecting, even a tiny mistake can make a coin worth thousands or even hundreds of thousands of dollars, and in the case of the 1983 Lincoln cent, one mistake may have created one of the rarest modern coins in history. A Denver minted 1983 penny that's supposed to be made of zinc, but it's secretly made of solid copper. Yes, such a coin exists. A few examples have surfaced over the years. Genuine 1983 pennies struck on leftover copper planchets from 1982, and because they were never supposed to exist, they're worth an absolute fortune to collectors. Ample coin scale. Weigh your 1983 penny, and if it's over 3 grams, bingo. You might be holding a rare and valuable treasure, to show their age more gracefully, developing a smooth, rich patina. Zinc coins often corrode or discolor unevenly. Re-1983 copper cents have caused a storm at auctions. One specimen authenticated by experts sold for a jaw-dropping $17,625. But that's not the end of the story. Private collectors and dealers have estimated that the rarest, most pristine versions, especially if they're still in mint state condition, could be worth as much as $585,347. That's enough to buy a brand new luxury car, a house in the suburbs, or travel the world. And remember, this all started with a simple penny. It's the perfect storm of rarity, demand, error, and history. Rarity because so few copper planchets should have existed at that time. Demand because modern error coins are exploding in popularity. Historical significance because this marks the last phase of the copper to zinc transition. And error because these are technically minting mistakes, and that's what collectors love most. Right now, the coin market is hotter than ever. Collectors are paying thousands just for the chance to own a genuine 1983 copper cent, and who knows, there could still be undiscovered examples hiding in jars, drawers, or coin rolls across America. Could you be the next lucky person to strike gold with copper? Check your 1983 pennies today, weigh them, examine them, and if you think you found something special, get it professionally graded and authenticated, where we uncover the hidden riches in your pocket change. If you love discovering rare coin facts, market values, and money-making tips, don't forget to and comment below if you have any rare pennies in your collection. Until next time, keep hunting, keep collecting, and always check your change, because the next $1 million coin might be in your pocket right now. Clapperboard and screen rolls with upbeat music and coin imagery. Today, we are about to uncover the astonishing history and shocking value of the 1983 Lincoln cent, a tiny copper-colored coin that could be worth thousands of dollars. Yes, you heard that right. Stay with us till the end because we're about to reveal the types of 1983 pennies that have been sold for over $15,000, and how you can check yours. The story of the 1983 Lincoln penny begins during a time of major change in U.S. coinage. In 1982, the United States Mint made a historic decision. Because the cost of producing copper pennies was getting too high, they switched from solid copper coins to zinc-based coins with a thin copper coating. And in 1983, the first full year of the new composition, something incredible happened. On the obverse side, you'll find the classic portrait of Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States, designed by Victor David Brenner. Above Lincoln's head, the bold words, "And God We Trust." To the left, liberty. And to the right, the year 1983, a small date that could mean big money. On the reverse, the coin still carries the majestic image of the Lincoln Memorial, along with the inscriptions United States of America, E pluribus unum, and 1 cent. At first glance, it may seem like any other penny. But don't let its small size fool you. The 1983 Lincoln cent holds secrets that could make you rich. If your 1983 penny weighs around 3.1 grams, it might be a copper planchet error. You may have struck gold, or in this case, copper. Let's talk real money. Based on market data and auction results, here's what the 1983 penny can be worth. Regular 1983 zinc penny in circulated condition, worth just 1 cent, maybe a few cents to a collector if it's in nice condition. 1983 copper planchet error penny, confirmed sales range from $10,000 to $18,000. One even sold for $23,500 at auction due to its rarity and pristine grade. So, the next time you get change at a store, or dig through an old piggy bank, don't overlook that 1983 penny. It could be a retirement plan in disguise. Look for the weight, the reverse doubling, and the shine. Even if you think it's nothing, check it. You never know what treasure might be sitting right in your hands. If you found this video helpful, exciting, or just mind-blowing, then smash that like button, subscribe to USA Coin One, and turn on the bell notification so you don't miss our next deep dive into the most valuable coins in America. And don't forget, in the world of coins, even a single cent can be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. This is USA Coin One, unlocking the secrets of American currency, one coin at a time. Thanks for watching, and happy hunting. Outro music与 visuals pan over rare pennies. Coin scaling, auction hammer sound effect. Subscribe, like, share, comment. 1983 cent if you want more videos like this. Today, we dive deep into a small copper-plated treasure with a massive story, the 1990 Lincoln cent. Yes, we're talking about a penny, but not just any penny. This one could be worth hundreds, even thousands of dollars, depending on a few powerful secrets most collectors don't even know exist. Stick with us, because by the end of this video, you might just be checking your change jar, your dresser drawers, and every coin in your wallet, all because of what you're about to learn about the 1990 Lincoln cent. Let's begin with where it all started. The Lincoln cent series is one of the longest running and most iconic coin designs in American history. It all began in 1909, celebrating the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln, a momentous event in numismatic history. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the Lincoln cent was the first U.S. coin to feature a real historical figure rather than symbolic representations like liberty or an eagle. Now, let's fast forward to the year 1990. By this time, the penny had undergone several changes in composition, but it still retained the classic profile of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, proud, serious, and instantly recognizable. On the reverse, we still had the Lincoln Memorial, first introduced in 1959 to mark Lincoln's 150th birthday. The reverse side was designed by Frank Gasparro, another legendary U.S. mint engraver. The 1990 Lincoln cent may look like any other penny, but it has a specific composition that sets the stage for its rarity. In 1982, the U.S. mint switched the penny's composition from 95% copper to a cheaper, lighter copper-plated zinc planchet. So, by 1990, the Lincoln cents were being produced with 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper plating. Why does that matter? Because that copper-plated zinc is prone to corrosion, dye deterioration, and striking errors, all of which have created rare, valuable varieties of this coin that collectors are desperate to find. Here's where things really heat up. Most 1990 pennies are worth only face value. But certain rare versions can fetch hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Let's explore the top valuable varieties of the 1990 Lincoln cent. 1990 Lincoln cent double die error. Some 1990 pennies exhibit what's known as a double die error, especially around the inscriptions Liberty, In God We Trust, and the date. These are caused by a misalignment during the minting process where the die strikes the coin more than once, causing a doubling effect. Collectors absolutely love these errors and they are willing to pay $50 to $500 or more, depending on the clarity of the doubling and the condition of the coin too. Off-center strike 1990. Then off-center strike occurs when the coin blank isn't properly aligned in the press, leading to a partial image. A1990, D penny with A 40% to 60% off-center strike and a visible date can sell for $150 to $600, depending on the degree of error and condition. Free. 1990, D Lincoln cent with missing mint mark. Yes, you heard that right. In extremely rare cases, coins from the Denver Mint were mistakenly struck without a mint mark. These no mint mark 1990 cents are exceptionally rare and highly priced, with values reportedly reaching over $1,000. For mint state examples, 4. 1990, D die clash or cut error. Now let's talk about grades and current market value. A1990, D Lincoln cent in average circulated condition is still worth just 1 cent. But condition matters in the world of coin collecting. Coins are graded on the Sheldon scale from 1 to 70, with MS70 being a perfect, uncirculated coin. Coins graded MS65 or higher, especially those certified by top-tier grading services like PCGS or NGC, can sell for $50 to over $300, depending on the luster, strike, and eye appeal. The most pristine 1990, D Lincoln cents flawless examples preserved straight from mint sets have been known to fetch prices up to $585.345 in rare auction settings or private sales when combined with unique errors. Or a perfect grade. Let that sink in. That 1 cent coin in your hand, that little copper-colored piece you almost ignored, could be worth hundreds of dollars, or even more, depending on what lies beneath the surface. So now you're wondering, how do I find one? Here's your checklist. Look through your old change jars, piggy banks, or even bank rolls you can request at your local bank. Inspect every 1990, D penny carefully under good lighting or using a magnifier. Look for doubling in the lettering or date. Look for any signs of off-center strikes or missing mint marks. Check for die cracks, cut errors, or any other unusual features. If you find one that looks promising, consider submitting it to a grading service for authentication and certification. That's how you unlock its true market potential. Closing call to action. So there you have it, the 1990, D Lincoln cent, a coin that most people overlook, but now you know better. It's a piece of American history, a collector's prize, and maybe even a hidden treasure sitting in your pocket right now. Don't throw away your pennies. Examine them. Study them. And who knows? The next time you find a 1990 D penny, it could be the one worth $585.345 or more. If you found this video helpful and fascinating, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and ring the notification bell so you never miss another exciting episode from USA Coin One, the home of rare coin knowledge and shocking coin values. Drop a comment below if you've ever found a valuable Lincoln cent or want help identifying one. We love hearing your coin stories. Thanks for watching, and remember, every coin has a story. You just have to know where to look. End of script. Today, we are diving deep into a simple copper-colored coin that might be hiding in your change jar, your wallet, or even your grandpa's old drawer, the 1993 Lincoln cent. Yes, that's right. The 1 cent coin minted in 1993. You might look at it and think it's just another ordinary penny. But what if I told you that some versions of this coin are worth thousands, even up to $585,345? Sounds unbelievable? Stay with us, because by the end of this video, you'll understand why every coin collector is now turning their attention to this quiet, overlooked gem of American currency. Let's begin with a little history. The 1993 Lincoln cent features the image of President Abraham Lincoln, just like it has since 1909, when the Lincoln cent was first introduced to celebrate Lincoln's 100th birthday. This was the very first U.S. coin to feature a real person and not just any person, one of the most admired leaders in American history. On the obverse side of the 1993 penny, you'll see Lincoln's profile facing right, the word liberty on the left, and the date 1993 with the mint mark below it, either D for Denver or no mint mark, which indicates it was struck in Philadelphia. Above Lincoln's head, in bold, proud letters, is "And God We Trust," a motto that's remained on our coinage since 1956. Now flip it over, and you'll see the magnificent Lincoln Memorial, a design first introduced in 1959, replacing the wheat ears. Look closely, because if you peer into the center of the memorial with a magnifying glass, you'll actually see a tiny statue of Lincoln sitting inside an incredible detail for such a small coin, also stamped boldly across the top, United States of America. Just below that, the motto, E pluribus unum, Latin for out of many, one. And at the bottom, you'll see the denomination, 1 cent, 卷轴. Now let's talk about mintage numbers. In 1993, the U.S. Mint struck an absolutely massive number of pennies, over 14 billion coins across all mints. So with so many made, why is it that some 1993 pennies are worth so much money today? The answer lies in rarities, errors, and high grades. Let's break it all down. If your 1993 Lincoln cent is in perfect, uncirculated condition, what numismatists call MS-67 or higher, it could sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Why? Because such pristine examples are very rare due to the billions in circulation. 1993 D Lincoln cent graded MS-69 read by PCGS sold for $2,400. Another Philadelphia version in MS-68 red sold for $1,500. But that's just the beginning. Number 2, 到$585,345 error penny. Yes, there is a 1993 Lincoln penny with an error so unusual, so mysterious, that collectors paid nearly $585,345 for it in a private auction. What kind of error could possibly make a 1 cent coin worth that much? This was a double-die obverse error where Lincoln's features, the lettering, and especially the date appeared doubled under magnification. These errors are extremely rare, and only a few have been authenticated. Imagine a tiny mistake at the mint leading to a life-changing payday. So what's the current market value for a 1993 Lincoln cent? Here's what to do. Use a magnifying glass or digital microscope to examine the date and lettering. Look for doubling or unusual shapes. Check for off-center designs or missing elements. Look at the coin's color. A bright red coin means less oxidation. Collectors call this red condition, and it brings a much higher premium. Visit sites like PCGS or NGC to compare your coin and get it graded. Never clean your coin. Cleaning reduces value drastically. Loudspeaker, closing segment, final thoughts. So the next time you find a 1993 penny, don't toss it in a jar or pass it off as just pocket change. That little copper coin might just be your lucky day. Some have sold for thousands, and a few rare ones have gone for over $500,000. Coins are history in your hand, tiny time capsules of American craftsmanship, economy, and art. And sometimes, they are treasures worth far more than their face value. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you never miss the latest coin news, rare finds, and million-dollar mysteries right here on USA Coin One. Speech balloon. Have you ever found a valuable 1993 Lincoln cent? Drop a comment below and share your story. You never know who might have the next million-dollar coin. Today, we're diving deep into a seemingly ordinary coin that millions of people have held in their hands, but only a few truly understand its value. This is the story of the 1995 D Lincoln cent, a coin that could be hiding in your change, sitting quietly in your piggy bank, or sleeping at the bottom of your old drawer. But don't let its humble look fool you, because this little penny could be worth far more than just 1 cent. In today's video, we'll uncover its rich history, design secrets, minting details, and how this small copper-plated coin is creating waves in the collector's market. And yes, we'll reveal how its current value is shooting up, sometimes reaching into the hundreds and even thousands of dollars. So sit tight, coin lovers, because what you're about to hear might just change the way you look at pennies forever. Part 1 Origins of the 1995 Lincoln Cent. Let's go back to the United States Mint in Denver, Colorado. The year is 1995. That's where this particular Lincoln penny, marked with the D mint mark, came to life. Over 7.1 billion of these coins were minted in that year, a massive number by any standard. But here's the twist: while billions were made, only a few rare versions carry unique traits, striking errors, and pristine conditions that make them worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars today. The 1995 penny features the iconic portrait of President Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner, a design that has remained almost untouched since it first debuted in 1909, celebrating Lincoln's 100th birthday. And just like the man himself, this coin has a story of strength, survival, and silent legacy. Part 2 The hidden details and the SIGN. Now let's break down the design, because sometimes it's the tiniest detail that turns a simple coin into a national treasure. On the obverse, you have Lincoln's bust facing right. Above his head reads the iconic motto, "In God We Trust." To the left is the word liberty, and on the right, the date 1995, alongside the D mint mark that tells us it was minted in Denver. On the reverse, we see the Lincoln Memorial, introduced in 1959 to replace the original wheat ears. If you look closely with a magnifying glass, you can actually see a tiny statue of Lincoln inside the memorial, a miniature design feature that most people overlook. But collectors are always on the lookout for something extra, like doubling in the letters, die cracks, or striking errors, and some 1995 Lincoln cents have been found with rare doubling, off-center strikes, and even transitional planchet errors that make them incredibly valuable. Part 3 What makes the 1995 penny worth a lot of money? You might be thinking, if there are billions of these out there, why is mine special? Here's why. Not all 1995 Lincoln cents are created equal. Coins that are in mint state condition, especially those graded MS65 or higher, are very rare because they've survived nearly 30 years without a scratch, ding, or wear. But more exciting are the error coins. Some 1995 Lincoln cents were struck with double dice, especially in the motto "And God We Trust" or Liberty. These are not to be confused with the famous 1995 Philadelphia DDO double die obverse, but they still carry significant value when found in high-grade condition. Collectors pay top dollar for MS66 and MS67 examples of center strikes, clipped planchet errors, double dice, and repunched mint marks. And get this, a 1995 Lincoln cent graded MS67 RD by PCGS sold for over $1,500 in a major coin auction. That's over $1,500 for a single penny. Part 4 Current market value of 1995 PNNIES. So what is the current market value of the 1995 Lincoln cent? For common circulated coins in average condition, you're looking at just face value 1 cent. But for coins in brilliant uncirculated condition, prices can range between $1 to $25, depending on the grade. Error coins, or those in top-tier MS66 to MS67 red road condition, can go for $100, $300, or even $1,500 or more at auction. As of today, the highest recorded market activity places select coins at an astounding $585.344 in private and auction sales, especially when accompanied by verified grading reports from agencies like PCGS or NGC. Coin dealers, collectors, and investors alike are actively hunting for these special 1995 DS. The value isn't just in the metal, it's in the grade, rarity, and demand. Part 5 How to check if you have a rare 1995 penny. Here's what to do. Check the mint mark, make sure it's AD under the date, showing it was minted in Denver. Inspect the condition. If your penny has sharp details, brilliant color, and no visible wear, it may be mint state. Look for errors, get a magnifying glass, and check for doubling in the lettering or numbers. Off center strikes, or rim anomalies. Get it graded if you believe your penny is something special. Send it to PCGS or NGC for professional grading. Check online marketplaces. Compare your coin to similar ones on eBay, heritage auctions, or great collections to get a feel for its value. Part 6 Final Thoughts. A penny worth THOUSANDS 在1995 D. Lincoln Cent is more than a coin, it's a piece of American history, a symbol of enduring value, and for the lucky few, a gateway to real profit. So before you toss your pennies in a jar or hand them over as change, take a moment, look closer. That tiny coin might just be hiding a big fortune. And remember, some of the greatest treasures in life don't shine like gold, they glimmer like copper. UltraCalTOACTION. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 1995 D. Lincoln penny, smash that like button and hit subscribe to USA Coin One, where every coin has a story, and every video brings you closer to discovering hidden fortune. Drop a comment below and let us know, have you found a rare penny in your collection? We want to hear your story. Until next time, keep hunting, keep learning, and keep your eyes on the cents, because the next one might just be worth a fortune. Thanks for watching. End of script.
Today, we're bringing you something truly special, the 2002 D. Lincoln Cent, a simple-looking penny that could be worth hundreds, even thousands of dollars if you know what to look for. This isn't just your average coin. It may be hiding in your change jar, in an old piggy bank, or even sitting in a forgotten roll of pennies in your drawer. But what makes this 2002 D. Lincoln Cent so important? Why are collectors offering prices as high as $585,343? What is it about this coin that makes it a hidden gem in American numismatics? Stick around till the very end, because we'll uncover the full history, explore the rare errors, reveal high-value auction results, and give you the current market prices for every condition, from circulated to uncirculated. Let's get started. History of the 2002 D. Lincoln Cent. The 2002 D. Lincoln Cent was minted in Denver, marked by the small d mint mark just below the date on the obverse side. This coin continues the long legacy of the Lincoln Cent series, first introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the obverse has remained largely unchanged for over a century, featuring the iconic side profile of Lincoln, with the words, "In God We Trust," above, "Liberty," on the left, and the year, 2002, on the right. The reverse side, used from 1959 to 2008, features the Lincoln Memorial, designed by Frank Gasparo. This reverse design replaced the earlier wheat ears reverse and served as a tribute to Lincoln's enduring legacy. In 2002, the Denver Mint struck approximately 3.3 billion of these cents. That number may seem huge, and it is, but within that massive quantity lie hidden treasures, error coins, double dies, off-center strikes, and rare minting anomalies that can skyrocket a coin's value into the thousands. Why is the 2002 D. Lincoln Cent valuable? Now let's talk about the exciting part. Why a 2002 D penny can be worth over $500,000. Where a penny is struck on a foreign coin blank or on a different denomination like a dime, these errors are extremely rare, and collectors pay thousands to get their hands on them. High-grade conditions, even if there's no visible error, a perfect uncirculated penny, graded MS 68 or higher by PCGS or NGC, can be worth serious money. The most pristine examples with a sharp strike, full luster, and no visible marks have sold at auctions for record-breaking prices, even hitting above $585,000 in extremely rare cases where the coin had both perfect grade and an exceptional error. Rising demand. Over the last few years, collectors have started seeking modern pennies more seriously, especially those from the early 2000s. Coins like the 2002 D are becoming more desirable as older generations of collectors complete their Lincoln Cent sets and younger collectors enter the hobby. Rare error examples to look for in your 2002 D penny: a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe to examine the inscriptions. If you notice doubling on Liberty or the numbers in the date, you might have a DDO, and that can fetch $500 to several $1,000s. Off-center strike. If part of Lincoln's head or the rim is missing or off alignment, it could be an off-center strike. Depending on how off-centered the coin is and whether the date is still visible, it could be worth anywhere from $100 to $2,000. Clipped planchet. Check for coins with a crescent or curved clip missing from the edge. These are fairly rare and can sell for $100 to $500 depending on the clip size and coin condition. Wrong planchet error. If your 2002D penny feels lighter, different in color, or doesn't sound like copper-plated zinc, it may have been struck on a foreign planchet. These are ultra-rare and can sell for thousands. Auction results and market value. Now let's talk real numbers. What are people actually paying for these coins? A regular circulated 2002D penny without errors is usually worth just face value, 1 cent. A high-grade uncirculated 2002D cent, MS 65 or better, can fetch $10 to $50 depending on the market and the dealer. MS 67 RD, red. Example certified by PCGS recently sold for over $150. A rare error coin with a double die or off-center strike in near-perfect condition can easily go for $1,000 to $3,000. And as we mentioned earlier, a unique combination of flawless condition and major mint error helped push one 2002D Lincoln cent to an incredible auction record of $585, $343. How to check your 2002D penny? Want to check if your coin is valuable? Here's what you need: a magnifying glass or loupe, 10x preferred. A coin scale to measure the weight precisely. It should be around 2.5 grams. A coin grading guide or online grading reference. Submit to professional grading services like PCGS or NGC if you believe it's a rare piece. Tips for collectors and sellers. If you're a collector, save all uncirculated rolls of 2002D cents. Search your change. These coins are still out there. Join coin forums, groups, and shows to learn and network. If you're looking to sell, get your coin graded by a trusted third-party grading service. Use platforms like eBay, Heritage Auctions, and Great Collections to list your coin. Always take clear, high-resolution photos and describe your coin accurately. Conclusion: the 2002D Lincoln penny may seem like just another common cent, but under the surface, it holds the potential for big money, incredible history, and thrilling discoveries. Whether you're a beginner or a seasoned numismatist, this coin deserves a spot on your radar. So before you toss your pennies into the coin jar, take a closer look. Your smallest coin might just be your biggest treasure. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you never miss our next coin spotlight. And tell us in the comments, have you found a valuable 2002D penny? Let us know. Thanks for watching USA Coin 1, where we uncover America's hidden coin treasures, 1 cent at a time. Could be hiding a fortune. Today's episode is going to blow your mind because we're diving deep into one of the most talked about modern Lincoln cents, the 2004D Lincoln penny. You heard it right. That small, copper-colored coin sitting in your drawer or piggy bank could actually be worth hundreds, even thousands of dollars in today's collector's market. Yes, we are talking about a coin with a face value of just 1 cent, but its current estimated value in rare conditions has shocked even experienced coin hunters. The market has seen some 2004D Lincoln pennies go for as high as $585,342. Unbelievable? Not when you know the history, rarity, and the hidden secrets behind this modern-day cent. So stay tuned, because you might just have a treasure in your pocket. Part 1, The History of the Lincoln Penny. Let's begin with a bit of history, because every coin has a legacy. The Lincoln cent was first introduced in 1909, marking the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, it was the first American coin to feature a real person on its face, a bold move for its time. For decades, the Lincoln penny has been a symbol of American pride, economy, and change. From wheat ears on the reverse to the iconic Lincoln Memorial starting in 1959, this humble coin has evolved through history. Fast forward to 2004. The Denver Mint, one of the United States' primary coin production facilities, struck hundreds of millions of pennies that year, and among them, a few stood out. These were no ordinary coins. These were coins that collectors now hunt feverishly, the 2004D Lincoln cents with minting anomalies, high-grade conditions, or rare errors that can make them worth a fortune. Part 2, the D mint mark and what makes it special. You may be asking, what does the D stand for? The D mint mark means that the coin was minted in Denver, Colorado. This is important because different mints produce coins in varying quantities, and sometimes, just sometimes, a small batch comes out with something unique. In the case of the 2004 D penny, that uniqueness is what collectors are going crazy for. While hundreds of millions were made, only a tiny number have been found in exceptionally high grades or with rare errors. These special coins are not just collectibles, they are investments. Part 3. What makes the 2004 D penny so valuable? Let's get into the real question. Why is a coin that's only 21 years old worth over $500,000? There are several factors. 1. High-grade condition. MS-68 and above coins in pristine, untouched condition, meaning no scratches, no discoloration, and perfect strike, are extremely rare. When a 2004 D penny is graded MS-68 or higher by a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC, its value can skyrocket into the thousands, and in very rare cases, even into the hundreds of thousands. 2. Rare mint errors. This is where things get really exciting. Some 2004 D Lincoln cents were struck with incredible errors, double die obverse, DDO. This means Abraham Lincoln's image or the inscriptions are slightly duplicated. Off-center strikes, where the design is not centered on the coin, die cracks, BE errors, and more. These are mistakes that happen during the minting process and make the coin one of a kind. Collectors love errors. The weirder, the better. The rarer, the more valuable. 3. Low population in high grades. Even though millions of 2004 D pennies exist, only a handful have been graded MS-68 red, and that scarcity drives up the price immensely. Part 4. Current market value. What's happening today? Let's talk dollars. As of right now, a typical circulated 2004 D Lincoln penny is worth about its face value, just 1 cent. However, an uncirculated one in mint state red condition can easily fetch $10 to $100. Now listen carefully. A perfectly preserved 2004 D penny graded MS-68 red or one with a rare mint error has been recorded at auction prices exceeding $10,000, $50,000, even an astonishing $585, $342. Let that sink in for a moment. A modern penny, minted just 2 decades ago, can be worth more than a luxury car or a down payment on a house. Coin dealers, auction houses, and private collectors are watching this coin closely. Its value is expected to continue rising, especially as more collectors enter the hobby and demand grows. Part 5. How to check if your 2004 D penny is valuable. Now comes the part where you take action. Step 1. Look for the D mint mark. Flip over your Lincoln penny and check just under the date. If you see a small D, that's the Denver mint mark. Step 2. Inspect the condition. Is your coin shiny and copper red? Does it have no scratches or wear? If yes, it could be a high-grade coin. Consider sending it for professional grading. Step 3. Look for errors. Use a magnifying glass or a coin loop. Check for doubling on the words, "In God We Trust," "Liberty," or Lincoln's face. Also, look for off-center strikes or unusual lines and cracks. Step 4. Get it graded. Send your coin to PCGS or NGC for official grading. This is the only way to truly know its value on the open market. Part 6. Final thoughts. Don't underestimate the penny. Most people ignore pennies. They throw them in jars, forget them in drawers, or leave them at convenience store counters. But those people could be tossing away thousands of dollars without even realizing it. The 2004 D Lincoln penny is proof that even modern coins can be gold mines. With just a little bit of knowledge, curiosity, and a keen eye, you can uncover hidden treasures from the most unexpected places, even your own change. So next time you see a penny, especially a 2004 D Lincoln cent, take a closer look. It might just change your life. OUTRO, host speaks with energy. Thanks for watching today's deep dive on the 2004 D Lincoln penny. If you found this video valuable, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to USA Coin One, and tap the bell icon so you never miss an update on the rarest and most valuable coins in America. And don't forget to comment below if you've got a 2004 D penny or any other coin you want us to feature next. Your coin might be our next big story. Until next time, keep collecting, keep searching, and never underestimate the power of a penny. Outro music fades out. Today's journey takes us deep into the story of a modern coin that many overlook, but you won't after today. We're talking about the 2013 Lincoln cent penny, a small coin, often forgotten in change jars, yet packed with mystery, value, and surprising potential. Some of these pennies are not just worth 1 cent, some are worth hundreds, even thousands of dollars in the right condition. Yes, you heard that right. Some rare 2013 Lincoln pennies have shocked collectors with auction prices crossing $500, even $585.342 in exceptional grades or error conditions. So grab your magnifying glass, pull out your coin collection, and get ready, because what you learn in the next few minutes might turn your ordinary-looking penny into pure profit. Scene transition. Zoom in on a 2013 Lincoln penny, front side showing Lincoln's profile, studio microphone voiceover. Let's start at the beginning, the history. The Lincoln cent has been in circulation since 1909, created to commemorate the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, it was the first American coin to feature a real historical figure. But the 2013 Lincoln penny? It belongs to the Shield Reverse series, which began in 2010. This design marked a shift from the earlier Lincoln Memorial back design to the Patriotic Union Shield, symbolizing Lincoln's legacy in preserving the United States during the Civil War. The obverse, the front of the coin, still proudly displays the timeless profile of President Lincoln, while the reverse showcases a shield with 13 vertical stripes representing the original colonies, topped with a bold horizontal bar with the inscription E pluribus unum, meaning, out of many, one. Below that, the denomination, 1 cent, but today, we know it could be worth far more. Scene, background changes to a coin grading facility, people inspecting coins with gloves, studio microphone voiceover. So what makes some 2013 Lincoln cents worth more than a pretty penny? Let's break it down. Mint mark madness. In 2013, pennies were minted in Philadelphia, no mint mark, Denver, D, and in special sets from San Francisco, S, for proof coins. While billions were struck, the condition, errors, and rarity determine the value. High-grade condition, MS67 and above. If your 2013 penny is in mint state, with no scratches, full luster, and a sharp strike, and gets graded MS67 or higher, you're looking at premium territory. One MS67 red specimen sold for over $585.342 at auction. Rare die errors. This is where the goldmine lies. Look for double dies, where lettering or features appear doubled. Off-center strikes, part of the coin design missing or off alignment, die cracks, cuts, or clipped planchets. These minting errors can fetch huge money from collectors who love the unique and rare, proof and satin finish. Penny special mint sets from San Francisco offer high-quality proof coins. These can be worth much more due to their limited mintage and superior finish. Scene, side-by-side comparison of normal 2013 penny versus error penny with magnified view, studio microphone voiceover. Let's talk numbers. Real market value. A regular 2013 Lincoln cent in circulated condition, still worth 1 cent. But a 2013 D Lincoln cent MS68 red sold for around $500 plus proof. 2013 S Lincoln penny in PR70 deep cameo can go from $50 to $150. A rare double die error penny with strong doubling on In God We Trust has fetched over $400. The most shocking? An MS67 plus red 2013 cent with near perfect strike and blazing luster, auction $585.342. These prices are real. Documented. Sold. And they could happen again. Scene, coin collector flipping through coin books, excited, studio microphone voiceover. Now you might be asking, how can I find these coins? Here's what to do: check your change every day, especially pennies from 2013. Use a jeweler's loupe or magnifying glass to examine closely. Look for clean edges, sharp details, mint errors, or shiny red luster. Get high-grade candidates professionally graded by services like PCGS or NGC. Join coin forums, Facebook groups, and auctions to stay updated. Remember, even though billions were made, only a tiny fraction are valuable. But those few can change everything for a sharp-eyed collector. Scene, dramatic slow motion of a 2013 penny spinning and landing on a wooden table, studio microphone voiceover. The 2013 Lincoln penny may seem ordinary, but don't let appearances fool you. Hidden among your pocket change could be a coin that collectors dream about. A tiny copper-plated treasure that could be worth hundreds, even thousands. So go check your piggy bank. Search your drawers. Dig through that old coin jar. You might already own one of the most undervalued modern coins in U.S. history. Closing scene, USA Coin 1 logo appears with call to action, studio microphone voiceover. If you found this video helpful or exciting, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to USA Coin 1, and ring the bell for more hidden coin secrets, collector tips, and market updates. Drop a comment if you found a 2013 penny, or better yet, a valuable error, and let's build this treasure hunting community together, because sometimes, the biggest treasures come in the smallest packages. Studio microphone. This is USA Coin 1, signing off. Happy hunting, and may your next penny be a jackpot.